Welcome. Tonight I'm playing Rangers of Shadowdeep, Scenario 1, The Deserted Village. The background is, as soon as you came within sight of the nameless village, you knew that something wasn't right. There was no sound of man or animal, no movement except for the gentle swaying of the trees in the breeze. Closer in, you could see bodies lying in the dirt and smell the stench of death. Undaunted, you covered your face and carried on. Whatever happened here, it was your duty to try and discover the truth, and if possible, determine the fate of Aventine, another ranger. You had just reached the center of the village and were about to split up the search when a horrible moaning sound came from all around. So, we have a group of heroes in the middle. We have my Ranger Flynn Deerheart. We have the archer Clef the Sniper. We have Crawl of Alston, a savage. We have Private Newton. Oh no, that's Private Dusty, the female, and Private Newton, the male, and of course my trusty dog, Fido Steeltooth. And bad guys, we have zombies on all four corners. We have a giant rat and a giant rat determined randomly. There are 6 clues, 4 markers on kind of the corners. There's one in the barn and there's one in here. There's doors that are locked that you have to either break down or pick to get in there. So I actually played this scenario once before, completely screwed up the combat on it. Did it completely wrong, so I decided to redo it because there is a second scenario and I wanted the results from this one to carry over. So, and I didn't see the point in sharing a video showing you the wrong way to play. So, hopefully I have learned from that and we'll get things right this time. There is a roll I have to make at the beginning. Before the scenario begins, choose one figure to make a perception roll. If successful, we may move one of the clue markers. There's not in a house 6 inches directly toward the figure. Perception. No, it's really my ranger, so he gets a +3. I roll a 19 +3. That's more than enough, so I can move one of the clues 6 inches directly toward the ranger. I'll move this one just because it's the hardest one for me to reach without blocking the camera. How's that for strategy? Okay, so we have, to start off, there's the ranger phase, the creature phase, and then was it companion phase or whatever. Let me double check that. Off to a good start here. I can't remember Ranger, creature, companion, and then event, and we draw a card for the event. So, Ranger phase, I can move the Ranger and up to 2 companions, and I'm going to try and grab some of these clues as quickly as possible. So I'm going to move Ranger 6. Fido moves 10. So he can get to the clue. I don't know if a dog can claim a clue. It doesn't really make sense, so I'll say no. And I'll take Crawl. How far is Savage? Moves 6. I'll take him with me. Okay, we do have a giant rat there to deal with. So that's their first action. Okay, you know what? Second action for Crawl. He can move another 3, which gets him to the clue. So we'll roll on the clue table. And then I'm going to use my ranger to shoot at that rat. But first, let's see what the clue is. is a 3. The body of Aventine. You have discovered the body of the missing ranger. The figure discovering the body should make an immediate armory roll. If successful, it recognizes that Aventine's sword is magic and brings it with it. This sword gives +1 fight. It can be used by this figure for the rest of the scenario. If it can normally use a hand weapon, and it can be given to any figure in the next scenario. After that, sword must be returned to the king's armory. She has to make an armory roll. It has to be 6. Roll 12. So, Crawl, he picked up the sword, realizes it's magic, straps it to his waist. He's more of a two-handed guy. So, okay. So anyway, I did get that, and I got Aventine's body, which I know is worth some experience points. So, Ranger, for his second action, will shoot. He has a shoot of +2. And now I can't remember what the... okay, what do they roll? Both figure shoot stat, yeah. The target has its fight stat. Okay. So the fight, it is a 0. So gray for the ranger, yellow, and I'm adding 2. I got a 16 plus 2 is 18, so it's 12. So I won. So that's 18 minus its armor of 6. That's 12 points of damage. It only has 1 point. So the arrow skewers the rat, and with a squeal, it dies. So, successful turn. Okay. Monster phase. The giant rats, they move 6. Where's the other one here? Okay. They move to the nearest hero that it can see, and if it can't see anybody, it moves toward the nearest clue in a house, I think is what it said. Where... Target point is the nearest clue marker in a house. Okay. So it's gonna move out here. I mean, it would get around the corner and then see my ranger. So it can move 9. So it was 1. So it's gonna try and avenge its buddy. The zombies move 4. Their second action will be another 2. So that's 6 total. So 3 and 3, moving toward the heroes in the center. Zombies are closing in. He can see Fido. He's gonna snap into combat with him. When they get within, it's either 1 or 2 inches, they just move together in combat. They're not gonna just stand. Well, except he used both his actions to get there, so he won't be able to fight this turn. Okay, so it's now my companion phase, and now I can move the other 3. Or, okay, you know what? The archer is going to shoot, and these 2 are going to move up here and try and take down this zombie. So we have Clef the sniper. He has a shoot of +2. The zombie has a fight of 0. We have 5 plus 2 is 7 versus the zombie's 9. So it either missed or had no measurable effect on the zombie. We have Private Desty. She's a +3 fight. 16 plus 3 is 19. to the zombie 17, which gets dropped. That was a mistake I made in the first game. I was taking the difference and then applying the armor, but when you win the roll, it's like this, you just ignore that. So this is a 16 plus her fight of 3 is 19 minus the armor of the zombie is 12, so that's 7 points of damage. Its health is 6. So Destiny takes her sword, lops off his head, and that is the end of that zombie. So well done. Now Clef still can move because he fired, so he can take his half move. So he can still move 3. And being an archer, he'll move this way. We'll kind of back away maybe. See if he can't take somebody out from a distance. Okay, so that is the end of the first turn. Now we draw an event. We got the red ace, which is zombies. Place 4 additional zombies on the table in the same positions as the starting 4. Fantastic. Okay, so they were 6 inches in. So we got one here. It's just, that might just be off screen a little bit. There's one here. Got one here. And then one right by that red bush. There. Okay. So I can get a close up of the pretty cool figures. Okay. Ranger phase. So I will activate. Wait, I got this rat to deal with. So the rat and the dog are gonna fight. Kroll is gonna come over here for one action. And he's gonna try and bash down the door for his second action. To enter a figure must move adjacent to the door, spend an action to make either a pickle hawk. Oh no, barbarian still pickle hawks. Strength roll is a +5 strength. He got a 9. Ooh, just enough. Blows open the door. Okay, so he can get in. He just not this turn. Okay, action number 1 for Fido. Fido is a +0 shoot, or I'm sorry, fight. So this is kind of straight up with the zombie. Fido got a 16. So that's 16. Armor for the zombie's 12. So that's 4 points of damage. It has 6 health, so it has 2 left. Okay. And then for the Ranger has a plus for Flynn. He's a +3 fight. He got an 18. 18 minus the armor of 12 is 6, and that is just... Oh wait, that's just a rat anyway. So he easily kills that. So I still have an action left. Can move 3 inches. Yeah, he'll go up on top here. Either help Fido or maybe shoot that oncoming zombie. Okay. The creature phase. This zombie sees the archer. This one, who's closer? I think these guys. 5.5. Yeah. So he moves into contact with him. And it's over here. Okay, off camera I moved all the zombies into position. There's actually 2 back here. One's already engaged with Fido. One engaged with Crawl, one with Newton, and everybody else just moved up. So we need to resolve these combats. Stand up, sir. Zombie versus Newton. Newton is a +3. 11 to its 5. See, wait. Yeah, 11 minus his armor of 12, so no damage, but he can push him back, which I think I will do. Crawl is a +4. Oh boy, 20 to 14, so it's a difference of 6, but Crawl's armor is 10, so the zombie hits him, but his thick padded savage armor protects him. Now we have the wounded zombie versus Fido. Oh, Fido, 19 to 5, so that's 19 minus 12, that's 7 points of damage. Fido rips the zombie to shreds. So I need to keep track of 2 zombies and 2 rats, because you get experience points for kills. So, that's it for the creature phase. The companion phase. I'm gonna move. I can't move him. I gotta move. I'm gonna try and send Dusty this clue. So it's 6 to there, and then another 3 over here. This is one thing I learned from the last game, even though I did the combat wrong, is don't get too bogged down in trying to kill everything. You want to get your intel and then get the heck out before you get overwhelmed with monsters, at least in this scenario. So I'll send her for that one. You know what? I'm going to do the same thing with him. These zombies are slow. I'll leave him in combat. He'll shoot. Yeah. Okay. So this Clef, the sniper, he's a +2 shoot. That's 15 to 16, so he missed. And then Crawl is a +4. So that's 15. Armor 12, so that's 3 points of damage. He has 6, so he has 3 left. Okay. Now, that is the end of turn 2. We draw a card. The red 4. Zombie. Place a zombie adjacent to one randomly determined clue marker. So we have, you see these on screen? Yeah, there's one just to the right of this tree. So I'm going to go, there's 5 left, so down 2, 3, oh yeah, 4, 5, so 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So just as they're going to try and grab that, a zombie appears. So I guess not perfect, but alright, Ranger. He's going to activate Fido and send him over to help Crawl. So hopefully free him up to go in and get that other clue. The Ranger is going to shoot. He is a +2 shoot. 15, so that's 17. Armor 12, 5 points of damage, darn. He's got 1 left. Would have been nice if I could have dropped him. Okay, Fido. Straight up. 15 to 11. 15, so that's 3 points of damage. Oh, that's just enough to kill him. Good job, boy. Fido takes down his second zombie. Okay. That is it for the Ranger phase, because I can only activate the ones that are close to me. Creature phase. This zombie moves to attack Destiny. This zombie 3 is a little closer to him. Sir, please stand up. I need to put those guys in bigger bases. This guy will attack Newton. This guy attacks Clef the Sniper. This guy makes it to there. Wait, did these guys all make it in 4? I think so. Kind of screwed that up a little bit. Okay. So now, zombie on Private Destiny, the woman at arms there, she's a +3. She got a 9, so it's 15, so it's 15 minus Destiny's armor of 12. So she takes 3 points of damage. She has 12, so here, that'll be damage 3. The one fighting Newton, Private Newton is a +3. Okay, he got a 21. That's probably going to be enough to kill it, right? Minus 12, 11 points of damage, yes. Down goes the zombie. Okay. The one attacking the Fido. Fido 1-5, but that's not going to be enough to do. It doesn't go through its... sinks its jaws into its thigh, and it has no effect. The one attacking Clef. Clef is a +2 fight, so it's 20 to 18. 28 points of damage off with its head. Down it goes. Another zombie bites the dust. The one attacking our heroic Flynn Deerheart. Flynn is a +3, 7, the zombie's 12, not good enough, but its armor's 12, so no effect. Okay. So that was a creature phase. Now we have... Okay, so he's going to move into the house and get the clue for an action. And let's see what the clue is. It's a 1. No, that's the body. We've already done that one. So roll again. 11. Mutilated body. You discover a body with some strange bite marks that appear to have been poisonous. Make an immediate survival roll. 6. Target number 6. See if you can determine their nature. And he does. So I can know the body. Yes. Okay. So we have a clue here, a clue here, a clue here, and a clue to barn. I need to start bringing people back this way. So the dog will fight. He... Well, I don't like wasting another turn fighting, but he's kind of got me blocked there. So he'll join Dusty to hopefully finish him off. The archer, Clef moves 6, so he'll take his full move, which is 9, and move down this way and try and outrun this zombie to this clue. So we need to do our combat. Got Private Newton, +3. It's It's 11, 15, no, 4, no damage because of his armor. Private Dusty, 15, minus 12, right? Yeah, so 3 points of damage to the zombie, and you know what? Push it back an inch to at least give me some options. Okay, and then the dog, 7. Okay, so another hit. Shakes its thigh again, but no effect. Okay, that was the companion phase. Creature phase. Well, this was just gonna move right back into contact again. Oh, I forgot they get +2 because they're ganged up on that one. That one's in. So they only. Oh wait, now I can't remember if I. Did I do a turn without drawing a card? Now I'm confused. But who's the closest? 9. Those are. Yeah, barely. So that's 6. So he'll follow him. And I think I did. I think I forgot to draw a card on that last one. So we'll do a red 7. We'll do it retroactively here. One of the buildings determined randomly collapses. Any figure in or within 2 inches suffers an immediate +4 attack. So 1 through 4, 5 through 7, 3. It's this one. So the beams collapse inside. There's nobody around it, so that worked out perfect. I didn't have to do anything. So okay, so we just finished the creature phase. Now it's the companion phase. Let's do the dog. Lost, but only by 3. Its armor is 10, so no effect. Oh, you know what? I need to move this guy here. So he comes out. He's just gonna come out and help the dog. The dog's not super tough, really. Okay, so crawl at +4, 17, 12, 5 points of damage, so it has 1 left. And then, oh wait, it gets a +2 on damage. I forgot, for its 2-handed weapon. So down goes the zombie. Okay. The other companions. Okay, let's do Destiny at +3. Oh, natural 20. That's gonna kill it. Okay, good. Got rid of him. Okay. Now, okay, that is it for that turn. We draw a card. Red 3. That is, place 2 zombies on the table at the center points of 2 different randomly determined table edges. So 2 different, right? Yes. So 1 through 5 on my left. We got 1 here. 10 and 1 directly across from it over here. This is just off camera. That's all right. Okay. Ranger phase. I'm still fighting a stupid. That's all right. I'll keep him tied up. And that's all I can do for the Ranger phase. There's nobody else around me. Everybody else will have to move for the companion phase. So creature phase. This zombie catches up to Clef, who I may or may not have forgotten to move the last time. This zombie takes its full move. Oh wait, it's here and I can see them, so I'll head that way. And this guy can see my ranger, so he'll take the double move to go there. Combat. Clef the sniper is a +2. To 13, a difference of 5, but his armor is 11, so okay, so no effect. The one attacking our brave ranger, 17. He's a ranger's a 20, -12. Okay, so this one finally goes down. Other zombie. Okay. And that's it for, oh yeah, that's it for combat. So now we have the companion phase. So, I'm going to send Testy up here. As she knocks Newton down on the way by to get this clue. Let's go ahead and finish moving everybody. Let's start him this way. 6. Oh, he moves 9. We'll start running this way to try and get this clue down here. The dog moves 8. Let's move him back. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to move. I think there's 12 total. I'm going to move him down here because he can assist and give him a bonus. And then Kroll, he moves 6. He'll head towards the barn. So his double move is 9. So he goes to there. That's it for the companion move. Let's see, what do we have any fights? Yes, we have the Clef, who's a +2, but he gets +2 more because the dog is in combat with him, so it's +4. It's 23, 20, okay, easily kills him. It's our 9th zombie. That's good. Got 3 clues. I'm going to try zooming this out so you guys can see the final clue there. Now I need to roll for what this clue is that Private Dusty got. 10. Yeah, that's the mutilated body. 13. Herbs. You find some herbs discarded by one of the villagers. Roll once on the herbs and potions table to see what you have discovered. This may be given to any member of the company. Let's see if I can. Weapons and armor. Herbs and potion. 4. Fury leaves. The user does an additional 1 point of damage whenever he wins the combat. Additionally, he suffers a -2 blow. Okay. So, that is... Okay, that was the companion phase. That is the end of the turn. Let's see what our... We got a 6. That is... Giant rats. Place 2 giant rats on the table adjacent to 2 randomly determined buildings. If possible, these rats should be placed out of the line of sight of any heroes. If that is not possible, place them as close to a hero as possible. Okay. 2 randomly determined buildings. Here, I'll just re-roll any 6s. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 2 and 3. So 1, 2. So there's 2 over there. What was it? It's out of the line of sight of any heroes, so put it on the back side there. And same thing over here. Just have to remember they're there. Okay, that was turn. That's turn 6. We have 2 turns left. Brief pause. Okay. The camera times out after 30 minutes, and I'm not careful. I'm talking away and it's stopped recording. So, okay, beginning in turn 6, Ranger phase. I'm going to move, because I don't really care about that remaining zombie. So, our dearest Flynn moves 6. Gets him to here. He'll take his another action move. 3. Okay. That's it for the Ranger phase. The creature phase. Who's closer? 7. Okay, so he moves 4, 6, but he cannot attack this turn. But he did manage to waylay him. The rat. Okay, the rat can't see the hero, so they move toward the clue marker in the house. So they move 6. Which gets it to there, and double move, or its final action there. So the evil in the rat senses that the heroes are closing in on the final clues and wants to stop them. Okay, we have, that was the creature phase. Oh, I gotta move this zombie, so that's 6 gets it to right there. There we go. No combat. Oh wait, yeah, he can't because he used both actions to get there. So now we have the companion phase. So Clef the sniper moves 6, so he'll grab this clue. We'll see what that is momentarily. The dog, I think, is just gonna stay with the ranger. Crawl. Oh, he makes it to the door of the barn. He can use a second action to try and bash it in. Add 5. He got it, so he bashed that in, so he can go in there the next turn. And then he is in combat. Let me move Dusty here. She's a 6, so she can move 9. So that gets her to here. Okay. Now, let's deal with this combat. He's a +3. Yes. Oh, natural 20. So, 23. Oh, yeah. Lops off another head. I think that's 2 for him. Okay. So, that was a fight action. So he can still move, I think, his half. Okay. So that is it for the companions. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the end of turn 6. We got the red 2, which is zombies. Place 2 zombies on the table at the center points of 2 different randomly determined edges. Okay. So 1 through 5 on my left. Okay, so 1's going to be over there. And 1 on the left here. And one. Oh, the way up here is probably going to be irrelevant. Okay. Ranger phase. I'm going to shoot at that zombie with a +2. Well, missed. And I'll just leave the dog there to help me fight it when it engages. So that's the ranger phase, creature phase. This one can obviously move into contact with me. The rats, they move 6, so it attacks Dusty. Oh, it's in the dog, darn it. And then it's going to get to about right there. Okay, so we got some combat to work out here. So that's all the creatures, right? Yep. Okay. The rat on Dusty, rat is a 0, Dusty is a +3. She got an 18, 19, 21, minus its armor. Yeah, that's a splat. Rat never had a chance. Okay. Rat versus dog. The dog wins. 9 minus armor 6, 3, health is 1. Dog rips the rat to shreds. Okay. Now the zombie on the ranger's gonna get +5. 19 armor, 12, 7 points, whack. Okay. So oh wait, there's a zombie over here that I completely forgot to move. So it gets to here. It was hiding. Okay. That was the creature phase. So now we draw a card. Right? Ranger. Oh no. Companion phase. So we have. Oh, I never rolled to see what this other clue was that Dusty got. 19. Zombie. Replace the clue marker with a zombie that is in combat with the figure. Okay, we're just gonna say that. Oh wait, was it him? Wait, who got? Oh, it was him. Okay, it was hiding in the tree and sprung to life. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a combat. Clef was an 18 plus 2, 20. 8. Yeah. No, it didn't last long. Okay. So anyway, now it is the companion phase. So Newton here, he gets to this clue. We've learned our lesson. Let's roll for it right now. Mutilate body, already had that one. 15 herbs, already had that one. 1. The body, found that one. 11, that one. Okay. 16. Treasure. Treat the clue marker as a treasure token. If this token is being carried by a hero at the end of the scenario, you may roll to see what what treasure has been found. Okay, use one action to get it. What happened to it? I had a treasure chest on my workbench. It's unpainted, but. Alright, well, I'm not going to delay the game. we'll use the clue marker. His second action was to pick it up. Kroll will move inside the house, and then he'll get the other clue marker. I think there's only one left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've gotten a zombie, the treasure, the herbs. Okay, we have everything but Trax as a survivor. So even is Trax, odd as a survivor. Odd. You have found a badly wounded but living villager. Treat the figure's warning companions with the following stats. Okay, use her. Kroll found himself a girlfriend who carries a pitchfork and a torch. And now I'm gonna move her, double move just to get her closer to support. And that is it for companion phase. So that is the end of the turn. 3, 4, 5, 3. Okay, that was the end of turn 7. Red 8 is Terror. The hero with the lowest will stat on the table must make an immediate will roll or be overcome by fear. Well, it's +2, +2, +3, +4. Here's the +1. So Clef rolled a 17. He's not afraid. All the monsters have been vanquished at this point. Okay. So we have one more turn. So we have the Ranger phase. I'm gonna move the dog over here, move the Ranger over here, kind of regroup. Creature phase, zombie can't get there. Zombie can't get there. And that is the only creatures on the table. Companion phase. He'll move over here with the treasure. He'll move out here. She'll move out here. And Clef can move 6. He'll move up here, pull out his trusty bow and take a shot at that guy. He's a +2. Missed horribly. I think his bowstring broke when he pulled it back. Okay, that was the companion phase. That is the end of the turn. So the last one, red 9. It's not gonna matter, but any figures reduces 0 health. Nope. Okay. So that's it. We got all the clues. We killed 10 zombies and 4 rats. So let's see what the total experience is. So +2 experience for each rat or zombie killed. So 14, so that's 28 for that. +6 for each clue marker. We got all 6 of them, so that's 36. +12 if the body is discovered. Yep. 5 if the sword's discovered. Yep, Kroll has it. +15 if there's a survivor that we save. Yep. +6 if the tracks. Nope, we didn't do that. That was the one thing we didn't find. +6 if the mutilated body is discovered. And the nature of the bite marks. Yes. So that was 6. 26, 36, 38, 74. So I think that's 102. I'll have to double check that math later. But overall, it's a fun little scenario. You got to kind of grab everything and go before too many zombies get there. Really not much of a threat. Again, this is essentially a first level, pretty easy scenario, especially when you do the combat correctly, unlike the last time I played, which everybody got tied up in combat and just rolled dice endlessly. This was much more fun. However, I said I did learn that really don't get too bogged down in the combat, especially against these slower zombies that your characters can outrun. You know, win the dice or win the battle, push them back and move on, or use a couple of characters to act as screens and get those characters out to the other clues. It also helped with my crawl with this giant hammer. Hopefully that's in focus. Bashed in the doors to both places on the first try, so we could go right in and didn't have to spend multiple turns trying to wreck the door. So that was really my first game of correctly played Rangers of Shadowdeep. I really like it. I'm a fan of Frostgrave as well. I'll be playing some of that eventually. But probably going to play the second scenario at least before I move on to something else. So I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.